Hello, welcome to another video where I aim to connect with my heart, to impart its words and wisdom, to become a vessel for its purity, to remove myself out of its way briefly, to reveal itself beyond. And today I feel obliged to talk about the unknown, to talk about our relationship to the unknown, to talk about the fertility of the unknown, to see its richness, to see it as the soil from which seeds emerge, from which ideas emerge, opportunities emerge, and to actually see it as a form of magic in a world that has lost touch with magic. It now feels important that we begin to reform a deeper connection with the unknown, with the magic that humanity possesses, that we all possess, that we're always immersed in, but seldom seek because we've been taught to prioritize rational means, logical means, productive means. And of course these things are important, but there's a balance to be had. And we've sacrificed magic for safety, for certainty, which is normal, in the West, certainly, and for large parts of the world. We've become very comfortable and we feel very certain in our beliefs and in our lifestyles, in our direction, that we don't want to create ripples, because ripples are uncomfortable. They rock the boat, and in our micro example, in our own lives, we all get to a point where we reach comfort in moments, and we don't want to sacrifice that. We don't want to jeopardize that comfort. We want to hold on to it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable in moments, but there's that balance. There's a harmony between comfort and discomfort. You don't want to be holding on to either too strongly. You want to have somewhat of a grip on both to varying degrees. Obviously, throughout life, this grip will fluctuate, but it definitely feels that the grip towards certainty, safety, logic, and the known has reached an unhealthy level whereby we no longer seek the magic. We no longer believe, in the most part, that there's magic. We've ostracized ourselves from the unknown, from the magic that humanity is innately connected to, is born from. And so, in part, this video is a signal to you now to make your own connection, to build your own relationship with the unknown, with the magic, with the connection to magic that you possess, that you uniquely possess. Everyone experiences a song differently. It will be the same song. If we all listen to the same song now, we would all experience it, sing to it, dance to it, feel uniquely to our own experience through it. And the same applies to magic, to the unknown. We have our own relationship with it, and it's not for me or anyone or any book or any course or any institution to tell you what that is, what that means, and what that practice and that path into the unknown entails. We can all obviously talk about it and infer about it and maybe nudge people in a direction to it, but ultimately you have to form, because you have your own relationship to it, and it's important that you do cultivate that relationship, not just for today, for the week, but forever, for your life. It doesn't mean you're constantly living in the unknown for the rest of your life, but it means that like a friendship, you're not with your friend. If you have a friend, you're not with them or talking to them all the time, every day, but nonetheless, you still have that relationship, and you'll meet and you'll talk in moments that feel right. And the same applies to the unknown, to dance to the unknown now and again. And that can be just the unknown of emotions. Maybe you have certain feelings that you've been having for the last few days, weeks, or even years that you've been running from through maybe work commitments, social commitments, and you've been putting off these feelings, these experiences, these sensations within you that are new and unknown, and that they're there, but you don't quite know what they mean, and you don't quite know what's within them. So that's a form of addressing the unknown, is to maybe next time you have an opportunity to work or to meet a friend, you say no, to maybe spend the night just connecting in what way feels natural to you with your emotions, with your feelings, with what's within you, and to starts in a gradual way, forming a relationship with it, whether that's meditation, whether it's yoga, whether that's just maybe laying down in silence, just connecting with yourself. Maybe it's something, a past hobby, a past interest that you once had and you once acted upon, that you've over the years lost touch with. It could be anything. But the point is to investigate it, to sacrifice the known, to sacrifice things that in your life that are concrete, because we all have things in our lives where we reach, where we achieve. We can have our life where we can have relationships, we can have a career, we can have money, we can have a house, but never let the accomplishment of a frontier stop you from going beyond. Because you've achieved your goals over the last 5 years, for example, doesn't mean that once you've reached that frontier that you should now feel that you somehow reached a finish line, or you somehow achieved all that you need to achieve. Because the unknown within you and without you will always provide ample opportunities for new growth, for magic, to create space in your daily life, externally and internally, for new things to emerge, to sacrifice the known, to sacrifice certain elements of your day throughout the week, where you say, I'm not going to do these things, and I'm going to entertain the unknown within, and create space for that in your life. by connecting with that which speaks to you within in foreign language, through feeling, through intuition, through emotion, through sensations. And just letting the ripples rock you, maybe, shift you, nudge you, prod you, provoke you. Surrendering to this, to the experiences within that emerge when you allow them to. If life is just one series of known acts, one after the other, if you wake up every day and then you go to bed having only lived actions that you had pre-planned, then you lost touch of the magic completely. And if you do that for years, you don't even believe that magic exists anymore. If you do that for decades, that's tough. Life becomes incredibly stagnant, material, still, because there is a world of movement out there and in you. So if in your daily life you can take time now and again, obviously not saying sacrifice everything, but if you can take moments to just step away from your plans and your expectations and your commitments, if you can, when you can, and just to gradually form a relationship, just forming a relationship within, creating space without. And it's going to be an intuitive process. It's not going to be something, because everyone's relationship is different with it, and everyone's at a point in their lives which is unique and different. So something for me will be different for you in terms of what comes through internally and externally. But having that mindset of, okay, I have plans, I have goals, and you put that aside in your mind and you say, okay, well, I'm going to create space, create time, create attention to the unknown, to the magic within and without, where I say, okay, well, I'll look for opportunities where it feels right for me to sacrifice some plans that I have to achieve my known goals, and step away from those when I can in moments that feels right, to maybe do nothing, to maybe do something completely different, something that just feels, maybe you just want to go for a hike, maybe you want to go, write some poetry, do some painting, something completely new, just to cleanse the palate. And if you do that regularly, you'll start to find that things come through, because the things that you do that are different, when you sacrifice the known in moments to do something completely different, by doing that, you're not doing those. Say, for example, you did painting, or you did maybe some meditation. It's not the material act that is really the priority in those moments. It's the material act is a vessel for an internal growth, because you're creating space within you through those actions, which are different, unique, spontaneous. They cleanse the palate. They suggest energetically that I'm sacrificing the known. I have goals which I want to achieve in 5 years' time. Okay, I'm sacrificing at that moment to do some meditation, or to go for a hike, or do some painting, or go to a pottery class, something completely spontaneous. And that action isn't a material action. It's an energetic one. It's one that cleanses the energetic palate. If you do it regularly enough, over the months and years, new things will emerge. Because it's impossible for us to know in our minds what we need, what we truly need. It's impossible for us to know with our minds, just our minds. Obviously, we convince ourselves that we know what we need, we know what we want, we know where we want to go in life, we know what's right for us, we know what relationships we need, we know what lifestyle, but we don't. We have ideas, but it's very important that you allow new ideas to come through. You can have your ideas, of course, in the known, and your known goals and plans and lifestyle, but also put a bit of unknown in there. Do something spontaneous, do something new, routinely, regularly. Not because you're trying to achieve something materially, but because you're trying to achieve something, because you're trying to empty your energetic vessel, fundamentally, to let new things come through. So if you do a hike, for example, or you do some meditation, or you do painting, you're not trying to become a painter or meditation. You're not meant to be a meditation master. Oh, you can do those things if you want, but it's mainly about the metaphysical implications, the energetic implications of those actions, which suggest I am not beholden to only known goals. I make a commitment to the unknown also. And so you become a master of your reality, the totality of your reality. Because there is a world of movement out there and in you that wants to come through. But it can only come through vessels who make sacrifices routinely and regularly and have the intention and the relationship to it. So with that, until next time, bye.